Welcome to my channel. Through my channel, I will be covering up few topics from numerical analysis. Before moving ahead, I would just like to give you a few insight about numerical analysis. Numerical analysis is a very interesting subject. It deals with all real life problems and it gives us utmost accurate results. So under today's topic, I will be discussing about the interpolation as you've seen the title over here. So I will be discussing about the interpolation for equally spaced nodal points and unequally spaced nodal points. So I'm going to give you a brief detail about each and every topic provided. I'll be giving the list of the real life problems to solve so that it will be easy for us to understand. So the topics which I'm going to cover up under interpolation will be Lagrange's, and then we'll be doing a few problems under this. Then we'll be covering up Newton's divided differences, Newton's forward differences, Newton's backward differences. Okay, so now before moving ahead, let us come back to the topic. So as I mentioned that we'll be talking about let's say we'll be talking about the interpolation. So let us see what is interpolation. So let us understand this definition with a real life example. So since we all are stuck in the middle of the pandemic, so it will be good for me if I'm going to relate this example using this pandemic as a scenario. Okay, so down there we have few data given to us, that is the number. So let us go back exactly to the 1 year back, that is on the 17th of March 2020 the number of COVID-19 cases that were registered in India was 23. Okay, and on 18th of March 2020 how many number of cases were registered? So it is given as a question mark. So basically I don't know, maybe I can calculate using some numerical analysis method. Some of the interpolation methods I can apply on this and then find it out. And on 18th of March 2020, the number of COVID-19 cases that were registered in India was 38. Okay, so now just see very clearly from here, where is this 18th March lying between? This 18th of March 2020 is lying in between 17th and 18th and 19th. And I am calculating the data. I have to calculate the data which is in between the given values. In between the given values implies this is in between, this is in between. Given values is what? 23 and 38. Very simple as that. So if you are calculating the data, which is in between the given values, this is the given values, then this procedure is known as what? Interpolation. So basically in a very simple meaning is that if you are trying to calculate the data, this is data, you're trying to calculate the data which is lying in between the given values, that is 23 and 38, then this process of finding out the data is known as interpolation. Okay, anything which is coming in between is known as inter, and when you're calculating the data it is known as polation. So together the data, if you the data what you calculate for 18th March 2020, that answer is known as what? Interpolation. And suppose, so this is the interpolation. Basically you are trying to find out the data which is lying in between the values, And suppose now, to make it very clear, if suppose you want to calculate the data for 20th of March 2020, you want to calculate the March for the data for 20th of March 2020. If you see, is this 20 28, is it lying in between the data? No, it is coming outside the data. I am only dealing with 17, 18, 19. It is coming outside the data. Anything that is outside anything is denoted as extra. So if I'm going to calculate the data for this is going to become what? Extrapolation. Any data which you're finding out or any values you're finding out in between, then that is known as what? Interpolation. I hope I'm clear with this. Yes, we are going to calculate this data. Okay, in the upcoming videos, I'll be using the Lagrange's method to calculate the number of COVID-19 cases, approximate. I'm going to stress out on approximate number of data on 18th March 2020. I'll be doing in the next video using Lagrange's method. So thank you so much for now, and we'll wait to solve this problem in the next video.